friends. It's 1 o'clock in the morning on December 2nd. Tistheseasonathon has just started, and I have spent the first half an hour of December 2nd watching Hogfather by Terry Pratchett, and the other half an hour I started reading 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. I have some thoughts, y'all. I think it's really cute. It's kind of strange because I don't tend to read contemporary a lot. So everyone in it is really young and it's really strange. They're all 17 and I'm like, all right. I mean, I know that a lot of characters in young adults are young even though they should be older because they act older. It's a whole thing. So there's this one scene in the first chapter where our main character she's quite upset, and her grandmother comes up to her and she says, well, I see you're not upset about your parents and leaving your parents for the break. So it must be about a boy. Tell me what his name is. I mean, she can be upset about a couple different things, like racism, sexism, politics. There's a lot of stuff. Or it might be about a girl. You never know. And I thought that was a little bit strange. But other than that, it is a very generic kind of enjoyable read so far. But I'm only one chapter through. So I will tell you what I think tomorrow. Because I think I need to get some sleep. Hi! Welcome to day one. I have just posted my TBR and I have not read anything since yesterday. So I'm going to get into that and I'm going to try and get to at least 50% of this book. I'm going to go into town later, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's the plan so far. Christmas. Hi. So I'm 13% in, and the blind date situation is just starting, and I'm getting interested. Okay, I am on board. This is quite fun. I already think I know who the love interest is, though. Anyway, but it's not really about that. I was not really expecting it to be mind-blowing. I'm just here for the slight holiday shenanigans. Hi, friends. It is the evening of the first day of Monday, and I have read 73% of 10 Blind Dates. And I am loving it. Surprisingly, contradictory to all my previous thoughts, I am absolutely adoring this story. It is cute, it is filled with shenanigans, it's very Christmassy, and I just really realised that I really like sort of heist style, low stake shenanigans, which this book is filled with, so I'm quite happy with reading that. There's still certain things that I don't agree with, but that's just me. I'm not the target audience of this story, so fair. But I'm still gonna complain about it if I get across it. That's just gonna happen. But I'm loving it. I'm also loving the Sicilian sort of background that we get and the Christmas traditions. I'm not sure if they are sort of a cultural tradition in Sicily, but I'm really liking the additions of slightly non-super Americanized traditional Christmas traditions. Like they eat eggplant and other stuff like that for Christmas, and I'm just finding that lovely. I also do really like Sophie's family. I'm quite worried about the sisters storyline, that's worrying. But other than that, it's just really, really heartwarming, and I am quite happy with it. I might get to 75% this evening and then maybe watch The Holiday or Groundhog Day before my boyfriend arrives. We'll see. And then I'll be watching another movie in our advent calendar. Basically, we're rewatching our very favorite movies. I think it's Pirates of the Caribbean today. Okay, bye. things. Gross. What? Oh, Lord. Bugs. All right, then. Hi, great angle. This was a very intense chapter. I am at 81% now. Christmas movie time. So I am 10% from the end of the book, and it's day 2, and we are Christmas shopping. Hi everyone, it's day 3 of Tistheseasonathon, and it's early in the morning, but today I'm going to have a very busy day, so I am just doing some reading right now. Yesterday I finished 10 Blind Dates. Oh my gosh, honestly, I am in love with that book. I'm so surprised by how much I loved it. As you may have noticed, I didn't get into it in a very good mindset. But I was surprised by how much I enjoyed the sort of shenanigans and the fun of the book. Currently I've just started annotating The Hogfather, which I'm loving. It's a great book. And I've also read 15% of American Royals yesterday, and I've read the first chapter of The Savage Song, so I'm not doing too bad. I think I'm doing quite well. Okay, bye. Haha, so I did no reading yesterday, but now I have this really cool Jodie Whittaker shirt. And basically, because my plan to read very big books this week is not going amazingly, I will be reading The Polar Express for a book with snow on the cover, because I always read this on the 6th of December and I'm really excited. It'll be very good, and it has snow on the cover all over the cover, so it's working really well. That is my update. Okay, bye. So wait, no bye. Okay, so today I will be reading A Tudor Christmas if I can, and this I'll be reading on the 6th of December, and around that I'll be focusing on A Savage Song by V. Schwab. That is the plan. Okay, bye. Put it in like different angles and things.
Okay, it's rolling, so. I zoomed in a lot. Wow, she is reading a book. It's amazing. Why are you going? And now she's running away. Now she is dancing. Or is she posing? Who knows? It's a Christmas Carol. Oh, no, wait. It's a Tudor Christmas. It's a book. When have we seen those before on this channel?
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Is that it though?
Yes.
Does the camera ever stop?
Go away. I'm taking it away from you.
No. I'm the cameraman.
Give it.
I'm the cameraman. For once, I'm taking over this channel.
This is going to end up on YouTube and you're going to feel silly.
Well, I'm not in it, am I?
Well, your voice is in it.
Oh no. My voice.
So there is a tradition in Slovakia that on the 6th or before the 6th of December, we clean our shoes, and it's called Mikuláš. So Santa Claus puts sweets in our shoes. I am a little bit late for that. It is early morning on the 6th of December, but I just did it, so it's happened. We'll see how it goes. Our family tradition on the 6th of December is to watch the Polar Express. Now, so that's what's going to happen right now, and I'm also going to be reading the Polar Express at the same time and make it part of my reading challenges for the Tistheseasonathon, because I don't think I'm going to get to so many big books this week. and it's not supposed to be stressful, so I'm just not gonna stress about it. Okay. I finished the book. So that was quick. The Polar Express is not on Netflix or Prime, so I'm just going to be reading the book today, which I just did. Yeah, so that's the second book of the Tistheseasonathon read. Hey! It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I do have to say that I think I prefer the way the movie did it. The movie animation is horrifying, by the way. Like, we're all aware of this. But I think they elaborate on certain things, which works, and sometimes actually the quite short, up-to-date storyline works better in the book. So I think certain parts of the book work better, but I think the elaboration, seeing more of the family, having sort of hinting at the broken pocket and things, foreshadowing the broken pocket and things like that. That works a little bit better in the movie. But yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what's inside. It's really heavy. I think I have white chocolate supplies for the entire year. So I think this is white drinking chocolate. More white chocolate, more white chocolate, more white chocolate. Hi friends, good morning. It is the Saturday, so we have 2 more days of the Tistheseasonathon, and I have completely changed what I want to read for those next few days. So I've read 200 pages of The Savage Song yesterday, but then I realised that I'm not hating it, but I'm not currently in the mood for it. So I have decided to pick up a book that I am a lot more in the mood for, because I've read 10 Blind Dates in the beginning of the week and I had problems with it, but I loved reading it. So I have picked up The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Cynthia Hand, because it's giving me 10 Blind Dates vibes in terms of being a Christmassy but very sort of slightly younger viewpoint, shenanigans, teenage people, I don't know. But yes, that is the goal for the next 2 days. I'm going to try and read and finish this book. I've read the first 10 pages yesterday evening, and I already have problems with it. I mean, okay, if you think about, this is a retelling of The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, which is fair. However, the main character in this story, so basically the premise is that she is visited by the 3 ghosts of Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas future. And she doesn't change her ways, unlike Scrooge. However, the one problem I have with that is that Holly Chase is 16 years old. She's 16. Scrooge was like 80 something. Teenagers don't, like, I'm not going to insult teenagers, but I would not expect her to try and change her life. And she only had 16 years. I think that that's a really strange thing. I think she's going to die quite soon. And she's not going to change her ways. But, like, she's a 16-year-old. It's not like she committed any serious felony so far. She's just been a bit of a dick. I have a slight problem with this. However, I had slight problems with the 10 Blind Dates. So that's actually not, not a bad thing necessarily. I'm really enjoying it. So I hope I'm going to enjoy it as much as 10 Blind Dates. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. So I am quite tired. I have read half a book today. I'm quite happy with everything I've done. Hello friends. Welcome to the last day of the Tistheseasonathon. So, yesterday I read 200 pages of The Afterlife of Holly Chase, so I'm exactly halfway through. there's a lot of stalking in this book. Like unintentional stalking, like job-related stalking. Unintentional. But also like intentional stalking that is never addressed. Like, the main character pretends that she needs to follow this guy and become involved with this guy for his own good to try and save him. But she admits multiple times that's not the goal, that she basically has a crush on him. And I'm confused. I'm a little bit confused why we're rooting for this relationship. But other than that, I'm loving the concept. It reminds me so much of Arthur Christmas, and it's so Christmassy, and I'm loving it. So I'm gonna try and finish the rest of that book early this morning, and then try and finish The Tudor Christmas later on. That is the goal for today. I hope I get to it, but if I only finish The Afterlife of Holly Chase, I'm not going to be too fast. We'll see. Okay, so they have just sort of addressed the stalking thing, but not really. It's more like she is getting more found out, and she should. Like, that's really creepy. But either way, also what I was just thinking is that the Scrooge doesn't seem too Scroogey, and they've also just addressed it, so it's gonna get interesting. Like, if I was this guy, I'd be really, really concerned and not trust this lady person at all, because that is what murderers do. But YA? She's full on interfering now. Like, okay. So I have 100 pages left. I think I'm going to take a break now. I might make some bread. Nothing whatsoever to do with the Tistheseasonathon, but I've just seen Ariel make bread and reading sourdough. I've read sourdough before, sourdough, but I'm thinking of making bread. Not sourdough bread, because that takes ages, but just regular bread. Yeah, it'll be a nice activity to do on the last day. Might as well. And I have 100 pages left of The Afterlife of Holly Chase. I am not a fan of the romance, but I'm a very big fan of the premise, so I'm still enjoying it. I just don't think it's necessarily my favorite. We'll see. It is making me feel very Christmassy and really want to watch Arthur Christmas, so at least it's achieving that. So this is gonna be bread. So we are in our first proof of the bread, so I'm gonna be off for an hour, so I'm gonna be reading a little bit more of the Afterlife of Holly Chase. Okay, so it's been an hour. The bread should be proved. We'll see how it goes. And I have almost finished The Afterlife of Holly Chase. I only have one chapter left, and oh my lord, it is so cheesy. Oh, and I'm loving it. I'm a sucker for people changing their ways. It's fine in books. Yeah, so it's lovely, and I'm really enjoying it. I have one chapter. I have 10 pages left. So I'm gonna take care of the bread, let it prove again, and then I'm gonna finish the book. It was definitely not this big before. It's so pretty. Okay, it's like tripled in size, and I'm so happy. Okay, proof number 2. Another hour. I'm gonna go finish this book. Weird. Okay. That was fun. I am glad that this didn't end up with a romance, because the time travel stuff was Fine. Okay. But it was lovely. I really enjoyed it. It reminds me a lot of, which I've already said many times, Arthur Christmas, and also of The Good Place. Those two put together, and that's this book. And I'm really glad that I've read it this week. Yeah. I think it is like 3 o'clock, maybe? Okay, it's almost 4 o'clock. I have the rest of the day to read, but I'm gonna go see a friend in a bit, and she's gonna read to me, so that's not gonna be on the TBR. So I might read a little bit of The Tudor Christmas while I wait for my bread to finish. Oh, it'd be so nice if I finished that book as well this week. Oh, maybe. I've just read this whole thing in 2 days, so we'll see how we go. Oh, I'm really happy with this one. I think it goes with the trend of the books I've been reading this week, which are very sort of, in a way, low stakes, happy Christmassy books with a lot of teenage angst and people. All right, I don't think I'm saying this very well. But yes, I think this one and 10 Blind Dates were very, very fun. I don't think they were necessarily amazing books, but they were really fun to read, and that's what I was looking for this week. So I'm very happy with that. Okay, Tudor Christmas, let's do this. Basically, as soon as I started reading The Tudor Christmas, I realised that I really wanted to consume this particular book slowly, because I'm loving it so much. I think it's my favourite book that I've started this week. I'm loving it, but I don't want to rush through it. So I've decided to do my Tistheseasonathon wrap-up. So, in the first week of December 2019, in the Tistheseasonathon week, I have read 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. Absolutely loved it, gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Didn't think it was the best book around, but loved reading it. Now, the second book that I read in the Tistheseasonathon, I'm not really sure whether it should count as a book, but there we go. The Polar Express. I can't talk today. The Polar Express, which was fun. I read it in like 5 minutes. It was perfectly fine. Yeah, and it was for The Snow on the Cover. The 10 Blind Dates was the group book. Then I read The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Cynthia Hand and finished this whole book. Now the books that I started but didn't finish this week include American Royals by Catherine McGee, which I've read 15% of. The Hogfather, which is started annotating and annotated like the first 5 pages or so. We're gonna ignore that I tried that. Then A Tudor Christmas by Alison Weir and Siobhan Clarke, which I've read 52 pages of, which is quite a lot for this book. And lastly, I've read half of The Savage Song by B.E. Schwab. So that is the books. Goodbye. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you had fun. Let me know how your Tistheseasonathon went, whether you got anything read. I am very happy with how successful my readathon was. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.